I've never used a screen to scoop out ice before. This seems to work pretty good. So much for running a test run of some material on a wonderful, spring. Oh. Is this really March, or is this just a joke? Going to the hardware store to get a fitting for my tests. I just love springtime Montana. This is awesome. Here I am. I put a little Dawn dish soap on the mat because it does have the mold release on it. It is a food grade mold release, non-toxic, and it's supposed to be, water soluble, but it does. We use a lot of it because the profile's so small. So I just put a little mold release on there, and Dawn dish soap on there. After I run the pump on there a little bit, and then I just take my little broom and scrub down the face of the mat. We're not going to hurt it. And I'm there, that mat should be ready to run. As I got my bucket of black sand, I got the pump running. I got good flow. I got a little bit faster pitch on the bottom than I do the top. And yeah. So I'm going to run these, which is actually 2 full buckets of black sand through here, which is left over for those beach sands, and see what I could pull out of there that the cube missed. Yeah, fun stuff like that. We're halfway through, and you can see the gold on the mat. No, there ain't much sunlight. So there isn't a lot of gold up here, I don't think, because the speed is so aggressive that this is almost constantly just a mound of material. So I'm not really starting to process till about here. This is really, getting, there's a pile. Look at that. So this right here is material that has been through the cube. This is Oregon Beach Sands. And so this has been through a 6-stack cube. And this is this system running it. You can see I still got a little bit of mold release in the... I didn't change the water is what I didn't do. But that's okay. But so here we are. We're processing really good. We're catching gold, which is the key. And then we got the system down here. And now you got gold right there in the mat down below. So this beach sand is flighty stuff. It just is super flighty. Wait, look at that up there. And so I am loading this super, super hard. Meaning I'm probably feeding it faster than I want to because I'm out here in the cold. And then my cowboy boots, and there's no insulation in them. But I got this constantly mounted up, and it's actually, this is always seems to be under sand. It only clears up in between scoops a little bit. So we're going to keep running this. Run the other 5 gallons of beach sand, and we're going to do a cleanup of this when we do our pay dirt cleanups thing. And we're cleaning the cons that went behind the which is the tailings of the gold cube. We're going to clean those up in the 6-inch mini mat. So we're going to run all this material one more time through the 6-inch and see what we get. Okay, I figure I better give you guys a demo of how I'm loading it. So I'm taking the black sands and I'm scooping them down, and you can see that this whole area just gets kind of mucked out, covered. Cells get covered, but boom, look at them. They process, they come down, they come clear. Look at that. Hopefully you can see that. It's just such bad. Loaded up again. And you can see the tops of the cells. Everything's clear. You can see the material spinning, at least I can. And why does it water? Yeah. Anyways, so then we take our scoop load of material, we load it in there. I'm feeding it just as fast or as fast as I would feed a cube. So this is only an 8-inch system. We got 8 inches coming down 8 inches this way, each 3 foot, splits up Paul Jarvis built this system for me. And you know, it's hard to tell, but you know, you sit there and watch it eat that big scoopful. Yeah, I'm feeding it about as fast as you'd feed a cube, you know, if you were going to town on it. Because I know I can load up this front part of the mat because it'll hold the material and process it. And the rest of the mat catches up so good as it skips out over, you know, and fills up the cells and processes. So even though I got this big slick up front here full of material, it's just holding the material, not letting it just blow out of the system and just disappear and skip out. And because of these higher profiles, I can do that. Because THRU mat has large profiles that can hold that material and process it. See, like right here where this gold's at? It doesn't like fill up really easy like a low profile, like on a conveyor belt or miner's loss. And so because this profile is so high, it does a good job of retaining the material as it goes through the system and spreads it out evenly and processes it out. And even with it, we're gonna let it clear up just so you can see how fast it goes, you know. But once you stop scooping, look how fast that thing clears up. I mean, it's like boom, you know, and the material's dancing around, it's doing its thing. But that's what it's doing the rest of the way through this right now. You know, that's what all those look like. You know, so all we're doing is just using this for, you know, holding material. You know, that's all we're doing. You know, it's kind of like the gravel rake or the clay claw. You know, it's just holding the material. You know what's nice about this 8-inch is that right now we're kind of running like in a concentrating mode, and that actually even for black sands. You know, we're trying to catch fine beach gold. And we're running in a concentrating mode. And you could run in like a finishing mode where you would be running really, you know, basically slow, a lot slower. And flatten out your pitch. You know, you can change your pitches. And then, or you could actually even run a little higher than this. Maybe put some miner's loss up front here so it kind of smooths it out a little bit, but run a little higher than this. And you could even like do some, you know, light sand that's unprocessed sand, like not beach sand, but gravel bar sand. Like, and run it like a high banker. And so it's really versatile, you know, and you change your pitches, change your flow. THRU mat's gonna be good. We can put we could even, if you want to, put the regular THRU mats in this thing. And, you know, but the system's just got a lot of, you know, get to the bottom of my bucket. The system's just got a lot of, it varies, you know, it's adjustable. It's got a lot of adjustment. So what prospectors do when they get bored, they run material in snow and snowstorms just because they can't handle the fact of just sitting around knowing that there's some wonderful dirt to be shoveled into the box. It's a sickness that's actually worse than the sickness my wife got, which is the horses. Hey guys, let's talk about THRU mat. What's THRU mat about? Well, THRU mat's about the science. That's what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the accomplishment of solving the problem. You know, I'm a mechanical designer does work with fluids, design, and that's kind of my drive. And when I got into prospecting, this is one of the problems I wanted to solve, was to catch this fine gold. I know there's a lot of people out there that have been in prospecting longer, companies that have been out there and prospecting longer, and I think in a lot of ways they approach their problems like prospectors. And I kind of felt taking the problem to the next level, engineering or applied sciences, and, you know, using physics and fluid dynamics, and studying basically to the point where we had a good, plausible solution that hopefully will take us to the next level. That's what Dream Mat's about. We're just trying to make something better. We're just trying to make something funner, easier. And a lot of people feel that tradition is more fun, and there's nothing wrong with that, to be a traditionalist. We sure hope there's people out there that are, you know, like-minded, like the science of the deal, and want to see quicker, faster gold recovery. Want to take their equipment to the next level. We sure hope they consider Dream Mat, because we're not going to try and compete with advertising and marketing with the big dogs. If you think Dream Mat's going to go out there and try and beat the big dogs with marketing and advertising, it ain't going to happen. If we beat anybody doing anything, it's going to be a science. It's going to be results. It's going to be with the flash in the pan, as Ed and Jesse would say. And we're just trying to get more flash in the pan. So, and also it's going to be self-sustaining, meaning that Dream Mat's going to carry its own weight. Because we're, you know, I'm just a normal guy with a normal job. I do mechanical design, fluid design, and I got the day job, and that pays the bills, and it's got the what I feel I need as a successful father and family guy. And I'm not going to abandon that to chase a market that goes up and down. So Dream Mat will be done on the side, and developed and helped with a lot of friends that are really helping to pick up the ball. Paul and Dustin and Anton and Robert and, you know, Gino, and, you know, just a lot of people that believe in the product. And there's more. Sorry if I missed your name. But it's one of those deals where, you know, if you like science and you like seeing stuff being done better, quicker, more efficient, that's what Dream Mat's about. We hope you consider our product. I'm going to clean out the rest of my bucket and take a picture of what it looks like at the end. Well, there's the end of the run. There's some gold on the mat, gold on the mat, gold on the mat, gold on the mat. Beats gold is flighty. It's hard stuff to catch. Every time I run it, I'm constantly thinking about how to design a system that will work better than even what I'm doing now. You know, I'm a pretty objective guy. You know, I don't look at everything in one dogmatic, this is the only way to do it. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Woohoo. We got gold pretty far down the mat. You know, that's beach gold. Trying to say you catch beach gold one pass at the percentage a lot of people market and say it can be done is, well, it's not true. Because we're cleaning up behind the systems of those people that say that. But, you know, that's why it's called marketing, folks. So it's Hollywood, TV, you know, Gold Rush and stuff like that. Trying to develop sciences and applications in engineered products takes a lot of work. And it always doesn't work perfect. And sometimes it takes an evolution, you know, series of products released to the point where it matures. And Dream Mat's in its infancy. We're in our beginning of our third year out the gate. And we got 2 products. And we got 2 more products new coming that are kind of late coming. And, you know, it's one of those things. We're just trying to get better and better to make more people smile when they use our equipment. And that's kind of how I look at it. You know, I think getting better is a continual struggle. Every product, every year, every revision, you know, just like the automobile industry, every year they come out with new vehicles, sometimes for the betterment, sometimes for marketing. Anyways, so yeah, fun stuff. You know, I might have to run this material one more time just to see the delta, or I mean delta is the gap between, like from 10 to 100, 100 to 1,000. That would be a delta. That would be a severe difference of magnitude between the amount of gold captured. And what the goal would be would to see a delta, see a lot more gold in this recovery run than in the next run. And if you don't have a delta, that means your equipment isn't running really good. It means you're actually just losing consistently. So you want to see that delta. You want to see that cut off. You want to say, you know, man, we ran this the first time, and this is how much gold we retrieved. We ran the second time, and it's like an whole order of magnitude, which is the delta below. And that's the hope. And so I think I'm going to do that just to see that, because I want to know. I want to be able to tell people, you know, how good does this catch beach gold at the rate I just did now and stuff. And I know I have other people that run it and they have better success than I do. And that's okay. I don't have to be, you know, these guys, there's prospectors out there with way more experience in the field than me. And they do a good job of controlling their systems. So that would be interesting to see. So we will take a look at that. I think we will. We'll run this on the little mini mat when we run our cons, and we'll look at the gold that's in it, and we'll run this behind it, and we'll see the difference in the amount of material. And there should be like 10 times difference. There better be at least 10 times difference. If it was half the gold is this, that would be bad. I would want to see like a 10 times difference. I would want to see, like, if this was a gram, that would be a tenth of a gram. Or if this was a tenth of a gram, which really was going to be about a tenth of a gram, this would be a hundredth of a gram. You know, barely, you know, catch anything. We would really want to see that cut off like that. So anyways, you know, it's just food for thought. I'm just talking out loud, just sharing with you guys how I go through my processes, what I think about, and how I design stuff, and what my problem solving methodology is. And it's just trying to get more gold faster, easier, better. You know, that's what Dream Mat's all about. Gold on the Dream Mat. The beach gold, it sure sticks. All those little grooves in the mat surface. Isn't that amazing? Here's the top mat. Sweet. I'm going to wash the gold off that just stuck to the mats, because I did not scrub this lower mat enough. It had more mold release on it, and it's actually a cull mat that I just kept myself because, you know, I make them. And this is the top mat. You know, we got some gold on there. You know, I'm going to just scrub these mats off into a bowl of water just to show what's stuck to the mats. Hey, alright, well, I ran the material for this is the third run, and I'm not seeing as much gold on the mat. I am seeing a little bit. I did actually have some gold still left on the mats after I scrubbed them off, still some stuck, but not as much, so we're not seeing those big piles of gold. So I'm going to take this material, and I am going to pan it out, or run it on the miller table, of course. After we'll run it through the mini sluice at the end of the pay dirt thing. We'll do the pay dirt, and then we'll run the cons from the second, from running the tailings. We'll run the cons from the tailings from this second run, and then we'll run the cons from the third run, which was the tailings from the second. Jeez, gosh. Fall down, hurt myself. Don't want to think too hard. Anyways, so I'll do that. Ran all my black sands. So I should have pretty well all my gold back, hopefully. And we shall see what the difference is between the delta of the cutoff from running from Dream Mat to Dream Mat. You know, running and seeing what the losses are. Cool.